Okay, here we're back. Game 4. We're live. Oh boy. I cannot believe what's happening. Effort has just been subbed out for my favorite player, Mata. Mata. Yes, he was 6-10 in the summer split, but this guy has so much championship pedigree. This guy dictates the way the game is played, and you either get on board or you get out. Mata being subbed in for Effort, who have a very substandard performance on the Leona. One, I didn't like the pick. Probably wasn't his decision to do that pick, but did not like that pick into Xayah and Nautilus, and just took way too much damage in these Baron Pit fights, being targeted by G2, basically being, as I said in Game 3, the go button, that when Effort was getting down to half health, that was G2's, okay, time to go, and then they cleaned up those team fights. So I love the switch. The casters, the analysts did not like the switch because Effort is what brought SKT to the World Championship. He got subbed out about a quarter way through the season and had a very, very good record to be able to capture the LCK #1 spot. And then here we're having 80 carry bans and a Rise ban and a Renekton ban. This is completely reactionary based on this last game. Whole bunch of the Game 3 picks have just been switched out. We're going to be seeing some new champions, and already Gragas being picked up for Jankos. A little bit different than what we've been seeing. Kiana being left open. We're already going to be seeing tons of new champions. I am so excited here. I'm such a Mata fanboy, honestly. Really, he just needs to be a stabilizing force. He does not need to like pick an Alistar and start diving heavy or anything like that. He just needs to, facilitate Teddy, make some calls around the mid game, have that veteran voice, that calmness, and believe me, he will not be in a Baron Pit taking half damage and basically losing his team the fight to begin with. No, he'll be engaging. He'll be calling that reset. He won't be stunned into inaction, which is what I felt Effort was like in Game 3. Going down the 80 carry tier list here, Varus being picked up, having that reliable CC, not as normally picked as the Kai'Sa and the Xayah, but is around that number 3 to number 5 slot for 80 carries. G2 picking up the Yasuo, also Syndra, so we have a possible either Yasuo top, or we're going to see it with perks down there in the bot lane. Syndra is going to be 4 caps. Already liking the G2 comp when we have the Gragas and the Yasuo. Great combination there. Working extremely well together. Nautilus this time going over to Mata. I like this pickup. Secure this solid support pick. You have a guy who hasn't played a professional game in about 6 months. So you go ahead, you pick him, the best support in the game. He's a tank, he's an engager. He has the hook, which Mata is known for. His Thresh, his plays have just been legendary. Banning out the Thresh as a counter. Love it. They're going to make sure that the bot lane is set up all right. As long as Khan does not overextend. Really threw away the lead in Game 3. He had two kill advantage in the top lane as a Renekton, and he got ganked a couple of times, and he threw that lead away. SKT looked extremely strong to finish that game, and just weren't able to do it. G2 easing out the win. Jax banned against Khan. Really don't want him on that split pushing pick. Kayle taken away from Wonder. She's been banned in both Game 3 and Game 4. Just gets a little bit too strong once you get to late game. And then with the recent changes about 4 or 5 patches ago, she's a little bit stronger in the earlier game than she was before. Of course, they took a little bit off of her end game phase, but just makes it that much easier to play in the early game. Well, they took LeBlanc away from Faker. So both Rise and LeBlanc, both down. Akali also away. Jungler still up. Clid gonna go ahead, take away the Elise. Both AP junglers on either side. Very, very meta. The two most popular AP junglers. That means that Kiana is going to be most likely mid lane. So Faker going to be having Kiana. Okay, so we've got Olaf in the jungle, and then Ornn here, which I want to say as... well, they have some flex picks here. Does look like Yasuo 80 carry, and then is it Gragas support? Yeah, looks like it's going to be Gragas support. Okay, really interesting. Thought that Gragas was going to be in the jungle, but they go ahead and flex it around, as is the power of G2 Esports. Olaf going to be really good into Elise. Well, basically the bottom four players of SKT being able to negate that CC and just run right for their carries. Mickey X going to be looking for that level 6 bot lane, when you can go ahead and use that Gragas ultimate to facilitate the double ult from Yasuo. Big power spike there, but lots of hard CC on bottom lane. Faker's going to be looking to roam as Kiana. Least lots of early game jungle power. And then you have the scaling from Vlad, who's going to do extremely well into this Ornn top. This really, like, Khan's got to take advantage of this top lane matchup. He kind of threw his lead that he was able to get last game. A lot of the analysts were very critical on him, and frankly, yeah, a little bit is on him. Like, you got the early kills, jungler gave them over to you, and then you're not able to bring it home as a Renekton with kills. This crowd in Paris, very exciting. This could see their team in the finals. Looking to face Fun Plus Phoenix, who's never been in the finals before. This is their first World Championships. You'd have to like their chances if they can just get there. But they have to get through the 3-time world champions, SKT. The man, the myth, the legend, Faker, suffering only his second defeat internationally on Rise in his entire career, which is it's about 7 years long, 6 years long in professional play, and that was only his second loss. It's 19-2. It's ridiculous. G2 managing to pull it off, but they've switched out the support. Mata comes in, the very, very veteran, I believe 2-time world champion. Might be slightly off on that one, but he's won on a couple of teams, one of the Samsung teams, as well as one of the SKT teams. One of the old school Samsungs, rather. Here they are, the crowd in anticipation. The teams have been picked. Strong teams on both sides. I like SKT's top lane matchup. That's where they need to get their lead. If they're not able to get a lead through there, they're going to scale through there. G2 does have a very mid-game focused team. When that Yasuo and Gragas starts roaming, they're going to love around that 15 to 25 minute mark. Plus, when you get Ornn coming in there, really facilitating the Yasuo. If Perks can get an item or two, not fall behind, so that he has that damage, he has that crit. So when he presses that R button, health bars go down. Also looking forward to see the atypical bot lane of G2 versus the very standard Varus and Nautilus, who does have the hard CC on both ultimates, rather. And what a treat, we get to see Faker on the new champ Kiana. Wouldn't that be just wild if they just lane swap and like Teddy plays mid? It's not gonna happen. I'm just alternate reality here. And we're going to see about the early jungler pressure. Both junglers very strong early on, possibly two of some of the strongest early game junglers. Looks like a delayed invade from G2. SKT's got a strong ward there. They've spread right out. They're going to spot it out. There they are. Pings go down. They don't want to fight this. G2 knows they've been seen. They really should back off here. But they're going to go ahead and take the blue. SKT not going to fight for that. They're going to start on opposite sides. Clid most likely going to go towards G2's blue right after. We'll see if Yanko sticks around and takes a few more camps or whether he heads off. No, he's going to take this grump. Early engage here from Mata. Just misses that hook. I know it didn't look that bad because they really get about an even trade there, but that was a first skill shot miss from Mata. You know, you miss 2 or 3 of those for a champion of a player of his caliber, and it really throws you off. There's Mickey starting E first, getting the CC, but not really a lot of damage down. Looking forward to see who hits this level 2. It's going to be very close. Might be the next minion. There they go. They're both hitting it about even. Exhaust used onto Teddy. He's going ignite as well. He's right under tower, and we're having the flash. Yanko's picking up first blood, and G2 gets it done with the Olaf. Coming right down from getting the full clear on SKT's side. Yankos flashing in, landing that hook. And they're going to get the single demolish proc. What a start. All right, here's Khan. They see Clid on that ward. And then both summoner spells used onto Teddy. First the exhaust, and then finishing up with the ignite. Thinks he's safe. Flash, a little bit of minion block, and that big meat piece right onto him. Just enough to kill him. He was potting up as well. A couple more seconds, and that axe would not have killed him. Far from over. Yes, that was a good play. Yes, it helped set Yankos up a little bit. Might set up that early jungle advantage. Wave pushing towards G2. Teddy and Mata playing back. Interesting strategy here from G2, going heavy on the bot lane. We have the new player in here. Mata has, well, new as in he has not played a professional game in 6 months. He has not been the primary support for SKT. Switching him out, taking effort out of the game. There they go. Oh, the predictive wind wall. So good. That's such good reaction time. Knew that there was someone in there, like there was a possibility that someone was in there, and then being able to put the wind wall up right when that cocoon comes out. Khan pulling out, and with that early kill could mean this early dragon, and I say could because Clid is on this side of the map, does have the scrying orb there. See where he decides to use it. Uses it towards Dragon. Yankos has been caught. He's level 4. They're both level 4. Clid's going to go for the kill. Cocoons lands. He's going to be trying to finish up the damage. Gets it. And this is half health. We're going to be seeing an early Ocean Dragon go towards SKT. Swings right back into their favor now. Yankos, very risky move. It was a high risk, high reward play. If you go ahead and secure that dragon at 530, soloing as Olaf, you know you really like that for your top laner, your tank top. But Clid, just with good timing, using that scrying orb, knowing it was a possibility that Jankos could be there as the level 4 Olaf with a couple of longswords, knows that he can solo that dragon, puts it in there, realizes that Jankos is trapped by that slow from the ocean dragon, gets right in, finishes the kill, picks up the dragon, swings back, SKT, who I'd say the lead now. You get that early ocean? Yeah, that's the lead. Another one coming up in 4 minutes. That could be a team at 11 minutes with two ocean dragons. It's very possible. G2 does not want to be there. Believe me, both teams are noticing this next ocean that's coming up. And that ocean drag is exactly what Teddy and Mata needed. They're getting a lot of pressure on bot lane, and being able to know that you can just hang back, sit back, regain your mana, regain your health, and then kind of let the game come to you. You don't have to force it. It's a nice feeling to have. Very close. Mickey almost getting hit by that cocoon. Nada with a little level disadvantage. He's only level 4, whereas Mickey is level 5. That does mean that the level 6 advantage is going to go towards G2. If they can hit that before SKT, which they, again, they're poised to do, they could perhaps make a level 6 play. Oh, if they would have waited in that bush, that could have been a kill on Mickey. Lands the cocoon, but Mata not there to follow up with the CC. Just wanted that ward. That's 3 control wards here in the bot lane. SKT protecting their bot lane now after seeing what G2 did early. Once again, Clid hitting these cocoons. So strong on this skill shot. Faker coming down. He's got the Mobies. They are going 4-man bottom. Not much G2 can do. They're calling the question mark pings on middle. They know Faker's roaming, but Faker deciding that there was no play to be had there. G2 had backed off. There was no dive. Just going to go back and push that mid wave in, and we'll see where he goes next. Does he go for a reset? Does he go top? He's going to go ahead and go top. Faker just pretending to go top. Then it's just going to back. Let's see about finishing the one of the components. Went for a serrated Dirk. Control ward as well. That's what he's going to be looking to do. Push mid-wave, roam. Push mid-wave, roam. You're not going to know where he's going. There they are, the team at level 6. Just Mata is not there. Mickey X not there as well, but he's going to hit it first before Mata. Mata better have flash here, but does not need it. Going to dredge line out. Safe play. He did have flash, by the way, so he still has it. Two players. These players are so good at knowing where the enemy team is, and like if they're in a bush, like Jankos, he suspected they were there. He didn't 100% know they were there. Threw the axe in, then he found out. Just excellent gamesmanship here, knowing where and when players are rather. It's Khan and Wonder going blow for blow. Would have thought with the minion control there, Khan was gonna wanna get a little bit more of that. But here, Faker's roaming top lane. Khan playing the perfect bait. He's gonna be able to get it. There you go, Faker. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Just walking away from that, knew he had it. Picks up his kill, his first kill on top lane. So roam down first. Didn't work. Went to get the reset. Pushed the wave in again. Roam top. That worked. Gonna give Khan a little bit of agency here in top lane. Yep, and a nice bait from Khan. Got ignited. Got ulted. Excellent teamwork there from the 2 veteran solo laners. Ultimates up for both teams here on the bot lane. I think SKT would like to get engaged on at that point, but now it's going to be a 3-on-3. It's not so certain anymore. Caps roaming down. We're going to have G2 with a numbers advantage, but it's Mata who's going in. He's not going to like this. They're very close to the tower. TP's coming in. Both of them coming right down. Already, we're having Perks going down first, but followed up with that. Teddy going down, so it's a 1-for-1 so far. But underneath the turret, tower shots going onto the G2. Mata just barely getting out with his life. Coming over. Faker picking up with the kill. He's going to be getting another one. Clown getting one too. SKT coming in with the team fight win down here on the bot wave. This is a full team action here at 11 minutes down to the bot. Next Dragon's coming up. They could try to stretch this team fight win into a second Dragon, this Ocean. Big win over for SKT. This was Mata starting the fight over on his side of the lane. It wasn't underneath turret, but it was under his side of the lane where immediately G2 was collapsed because they knew they had the numbers advantage with Caps roaming down. But with the teleports coming in, with Faker roaming with his Mobies, was able to turn it underneath tower. G2 taking tower shots, not getting the best of that. Mata barely getting out. He started that fight and he got out with his life. Support Mata. Here's the difference maker. Ult right onto the Varus. Perks trying to get as much damage as he can, but he's going to go down early. First one down. There, Teddy comes down next. And this is where the turn happens. Caps taking tower shot. Khan, excellent stopwatch there. It's what kept them alive. And then here, Faker with the cleanup. Ultimate coming down from Khan. Going to amplify that damage. Picking up a kill for himself and Faker. 2-0-1. G2 going to get some damage onto this mid lane. But you still have to like where the position that SKT is at. It is a good spot here for G2 in that they have 5 turret plates in mid lane and SKT has 1 turret plate in mid lane. So that is a kind of a real highlight for their squad. When they knock that turret down, it's going to open up a big part of the map. Faker's not going to be able to rely on this turret where he can just sit back on it, push the wave out as he's doing now, and then keep roaming. He's going to have to play a little bit more safe, a little more cautious, and he's going to have to play farther back on the map before he can start moving up and get deep wards like he's doing now. Start, getting numbers advantage in other parts of the map. Just a few hundred gold lead with the 2 dragons. R for SKT. Tower plates are solidly in G2's favor. That's why they're being able to stay even on the gold here, even though SKT does have the kills advantage. Mata not going to go deep on that one. He could have. He could have went in. He could have did the ult. But not knowing exactly where G2's members on the map. Again, we have the full vision sight. They do not. They did not know if 3 members were going to be trying to rotate up to top to try to counter gank that. Fighting for vision control. You see way more red vision than you do blue. That's just to deny. Using that 75 gold just to deny. Pick up that zombie ward. Let's keep going. There we go. Ultimate used. He's going to follow up with the dredge line once he gets it. Doesn't even need it. Faker, all kinds of damage. Ooh, SKT is looking so good right now, but they looked good last game too. They had the lead last game. Not going to push it. That was Mata who started that off. Mata with the ultimate. Already you see this switch paying dividends. Yes, I'm going to fanboy out. I already admitted that. I'm biased. Going out with the dredge line. Mata there, following up with the CC if it was required, but they were not going to dive on Faker. They thought about it, decided better not to. And you got to love Faker's position right now. 2-0-2. He's got the upgraded boots. He's got the dust blade. He's going to back right now, get a couple more item pieces, maybe even a control ward. And they're just not going to know where he is on the map. And he's going to come in and turn fights. Just watch. Perks getting some early solo farm. Does not have a kill yet. And really, this team is built around him. When you draft a Gragas, when you draft an Ornn top, an Ornn he's been doing fine so far, but you have that range versus melee top lane, which Vladimir's just absolutely love. And then Vladimir, once he starts getting 3 or 4 items, he's going to be a much stronger force than this Ornn, both in the split push and in the team fight capacity. And I mean team fight, like, yes, okay, Wonder with Ornn does have a better... Oh, we're having early damage onto Mata. They're not going to be able to follow that up for any sort of kill. Not even going to need to use the flash is Mata. Again, the veteran presence, knowing that he was safe under that turret. 2 members of SKT was going to collapse. And just going back, yes, Ornn does have the bigger team fight ultimate. But the Vladimir, he's going to have all that Klepto gold. It's going to be having all that AP damage. That damage amplifying ult of his is going to be doing so much in the late game that you really would like to be in their position much more. You would rather be the Vlad in this situation. Already has a completed item, whereas Ornn's just building parts. Uncontested dragon. Here we have Faker being able to 1v1 with the ultimate. Even with that exhaust coming down from Perks, Faker is just too far ahead. That Dustblade eating right through the juicy center of a Yasuo. This is not just Faker doing this. Oh, Mata once again following up with the CC from Teddy, and that's the combo I was talking about. Ult to ult. Wow, okay, this is a whole game here. This is a whole team here. Everyone is playing just fantastic. Okay, maybe Khan's not doing awesome in top lane. He's doing okay. He made a great TP in bottom, but really, Klid stepping up. Mata just doing all kinds of work. Faker, you know, having a perfect game, just making the difference. Everyone on the mat. It's not just Faker this game. I tell you what, it is not. He's got lots of help, and this team's doing really good things around him. Getting big leads, triple ocean. Like, he doesn't need to back here if it's just his health. Like, that's what triple ocean gets you. Really, he's going back to spend some gold. Wants to go ahead and finish that second lethality item. Keeps trying to back, but G2's not letting him. Ooh, you gotta be very careful as Mickey here. It's a 4-level difference. But no, Faker wants to spend some gold. Goes ahead, picks up that Caulfield's Warhammer. Continues having the control ward. And they're just going to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Next dragon, not very consequential in a mountain dragon here. It's going to be the 22-minute mark when that spawns. Not really what this game's going to be decided by. It's going to be the next team fight and Baron. This is what we're looking for. SKT, we're going to see if they decide to try to defend this mid lane. They're looking at it. Missed ult from Mickey. Klid's going to try to follow up with some damage. Already, the tower is down. Wonder coming in. Gets the knock up onto Klid, who's going to go with Yasuo. Yasuo's just not getting enough damage. Just not being able to finish the fights up. But G2 trying to turn this. Caps getting it just barely out with his life. Trading over for Mata. G2 coming up with the damage continually. Klid getting CC'd. Mickey landing the double CC on that, and Ornn finishing it off. G2 coming up ahead. Teddy not able to get towards this mid lane safely. Lands that Q. Mickey just loves getting these demolish procs off. That's why you build it. You get that demolish, you run away. Live to play another day. I'd love to see a replay on this last team fight. G2 initially misses the engage here, but the tower is able to go down because it was so low to start with. Khan comes right in onto Caps, exactly who you want to be doing your damage into. Faker here on the backside fighting Olaf, not who you necessarily want to be fighting here as Faker, but he's taking both members on. Just not being able to finish Mickey before Jankos can finish him off. Teddy can pick the kill up on Jankos, but Clid just getting chain CC here at the end, as we were highlighting. Teddy not wanting to go down. Oh, Ocelot is so hyped. I'm living vicariously through him, seeing his reaction here. His life's work coming down. He can never quite get there as a player, but putting this super team together, as so many other super teams have failed, this one may be the first to succeed. SKT getting engaged upon here in mid lane. They're not going to like this. Already a couple members down. Khan down towards the tower. 2 members down for 1. It's a 2 for 1 in advantage of G2. But Teddy, he keeps remaining in these team fights. He keeps staying in the back line. He does have the wave clear. G2 inching their way back into this game. Yes, they're down to 3 dragons, but gold is even. Oh, nice dodge there. Mata very close. Would have been pretty deep in the jungle, but with Teddy there to follow up with the damage, could have been enough. It's a little bit of an aggressive dragon start. They're doing that because the rest of the team is rotating right now. Kind of seeing that maybe that's not the best decision. Yasuo is backing. They don't quite know that yet. But what that means is G2 is going to give this up. They're not going to fight for this. They don't want to take bad fights. They want to be the ones deciding the fight. They want to be Orin starting these fights. Orin, by the way, with the exhaust, he does have the spell book, so he has exhaust right now. He is predicting to have a team fight sometime in the near future. Trying to get big damage onto Khan. Not quite getting a lot. Not a lot used, though. Flash used by Mata. He realized how important that was. If he got engaged upon there, he was probably dead. This is not so bad. Mata, having the ult used upon him, he's going down in the fight, but G2 is really deep. This may or may not be good. This is SKT starting to turn it. They're going to be able to do that with Faker here on the backside, going onto the top laner, getting the double ultimate, going to be going ahead to try to chase Mickey X, but turning around the Wonder. This is going to be a 4 for 2? A 4 for 1. Wow, just Maddox. You see, this is the difference here, where Effort was dying and they were losing the team fight. Mata gets double ulted, engaged right under his tower, where G2 follows up the fight. Yes, he goes down, but 3 members of G2 go down in his stead, and now SKT have the early advantage here onto this Baron with 1 Mountain Dragon, 3 Oceans. They're going to be able to do this dragon and still be able to get that heal up, but G2's not letting it go. They're going to go ahead and TP in. This could be a catastrophic mistake. Caps not able to do anything here using his TP, and is actually going to get engaged upon. Mata, if he's got it, he's going to go for it. Just barely. He just barely missed that. But Faker, he's so fast. Kiana, with these Moby boots, able to take whatever fights he wants, and he's making the right decisions. 2 lethality items for Faker with the Moby boots, with the active here on the sword. But here we're seeing Mata, yes, he's getting engaged upon 2 ults, but he counter ults onto Caps. Caps going down early on that fight. Perks went right under to take a turret shot. Even without that turret shot, he was still down. But then here's Faker coming up from the bottom side, landing that ult, getting the CC. Wonder getting chain CC'd. Nothing that they could be doing here. He realizes he's dead. He's just trying to get into a position that SKT, would be kind of away from the Baron and from the towers. But SKT picking up the Baron, kills 17 to 11, 4,000 gold lead up with Baron, with the Dragons. This is where they want to be. This is the control factor. And if you're going to engage on Faker, well, you better be landing the CC, and they don't land anything on him. Caps flashing in there underneath the tower. Faker with the counter ult, but they used a lot to get him there. Meanwhile, SKT counter pushing mid. I don't think that was worth it. They made the decision. They made the play. They had to get the kill there, but they used a lot just to get a very little reward. They're doing what they're wanting to do. They're starting the fights. They went for that. They got it. They decided upon that. That's the type of fights they want. Unfortunately, Perks is so far behind that he's not able to put side lane pressure here with the Yasuo at 1 and 4. Changing up the build, went Sterix as a second item, which you like to see when you're that behind as Yasuo. Going for the Infinity Edge, it's an expensive item, and yes, you do get the crit advantage with it, but he's so behind that he went for a little bit extra healing, and I like that decision. He's taking his ego out of the game. He knows he needs to stay alive. He needs to get his ult off. Can't do that if you're dead. Teddy with the long range poke here. He's just Qing. Faker living dangerously, getting awfully close to that wall. They're using double super minions to 2 push. Double baroned up minions. You got a double wave here on the bottom. Khan doesn't even have to push it. He just needs to keep these minions alive. Here's a third one that's about to come and help. This turret's about to go down. Really not much they can do about it. But here they're going to decide to go on to Khan. Oh, big miss by Mickey X. He's missing all kinds of ults. I do not want to see him on this Gragas pick if there's a next game. I don't want to see it. I've seen too many missed ults. Now Mata being engaged upon. But once again, he's getting engaged upon, but his team's in an excellent position. Already 1 inhibitor down. SKT looking for the fight win, but it doesn't look like it's going to go in their favor. It looks like G2 is going to be able to get it. They have a 3 for 2 here. Teddy, who just never dies in these fights, he's always in a great position doing the most amount of damage possible, but finally goes down. Klid is going to be trying to get out. 4 for 3 in G2's favor, but they did lose an inhibitor turret. They didn't lose an inhibitor, as I said before. They just lost the 2 turrets, 2 naked inhibitors, mid and bottom. They're going to go ahead and get this dragon and get at least a little bit for them. So here, Mata goes in onto Wonder, not normally the target you want to be going under. You want to be going for. Yes, he's the one getting bursted out, but SKT choosing to go on to Mickey X. So support for support. But fighting in their base, G2 with the slight numbers advantage. Mata deciding to go in on the tank, Orin. He might have thought that they could have bursted him, but really, it just did not happen that way. A little bit of a misstep from my man, but it's okay. Baron up in a minute 15. This is already when the Vision Wars start. Really, you'd like to see Varus, like Teddy, just doing a little bit of poke with his long range. Because G2 does not have the triple oceans, you really like SKT in a siege type of situation. It really looks like G2 has got to be the one to engage, where you like SKT in a prolonged fight, in an extended fight, in skirmishes, backing up, doing it again in 10 seconds, backing up. They're gonna eke out little advantages if they go ahead and try to play it like that. Mata's got to be extremely careful on his engages. You've got to go in on the right one. He had an excellent landing phase, but he's getting a few deaths to his name here in the mid game, already with 4. Little bits of poke are fine with that. SKT pushing it in. He's kind of a little bit out of position here. He really should flash out. He does have it. There he goes. He flashes out. Ultimate used by Mickey. Multiple knockups here. Mata barely getting away. Oh, and he just decides to go back in. Does he decide to pay for it? Oh, he just gets out. Oh, nobody going down. Very, very close battle there. Mata's going to go back. Pick up some health. Pick up some wards. G2 not in a position to start this Baron. Fighting for the Vision. They do have river control. SKT, all their second level turrets still up. Excellent zones of control. G2 does not have that advantage. Any team fight win from SKT. Could be 2 inhibitors down. Could be the game. Definitely a Baron. But Baron might even be secondary. 2 inhibitors would really be a couple of nails in the coffin there. Faker going in with the ultimate, lands a massive ultimate, knows the other team was behind. Khan following up with some damage. Clid and Teddy not in a position there. Counter ult here from Caps, getting Khan down to half health. But here we're having Faker getting all kinds of damage to him. Faker goes down, but a lot of flashing health bars. Missed ult here. Mata attempted with the counter engage, but it looks like they're going to give it up. 2 members down from SKT. It very well looks like a Baron. Could be looking for a trading kill. Mata and Mickey. Teddy being very careful not to go too close to that Baron ledge. G2 would have loved to pick a kill up on the hill and trying to go for a kill on the support. Mickey trying to be an excellent piece of cheese in that mousetrap. There's Faker coming in. It's a 3-man ult. But there's that Sterix gauge. Being just enough health. And then Faker's in a awful lot of trouble here. Going invisible. But still right in the middle of all the team. A little bit of misposition from the arguably best player in the world. Oh, he's pissed at himself. He knows. A little bit of frustration. You don't normally see that on Faker. He's normally calm as a cucumber. There you see. He knows what this game means. He knows what his fans and his country expects. They expect SKT in the final. They do not expect to lose against a European team. Despite them losing in MSI, MSI just doesn't count nearly as much as Worlds. Some people saying it's just a for fun tournament. Doesn't matter at all. G2, they belong here. Once again, playing this game 4, dead even, just like game 3. They were able to pull it out. They have towers to give. They do not want to give up this bot turret. This mid turret are not going to be long for this world, but it's these base turrets. Bottom turret down to half. Perks is going to push here into the mid. SKT rotating. Neither team wants to take a bad engage. G2 knows that SKT would have to come to them. They got a big wave here onto the bottom wave, but they're going to go onto Perks. Perks getting 4-manned. Let's see if they can knock him down quick enough. Sterix gauge working big. He's also got the stopwatch. Stopwatch being used. They got the kill. SKT, they lost the single inhibitor and the turrets, but with that kill, G2's got to run away, and it looks like that's going to be what the Baron power play is, about 2100. And an inhibitor. You got to look at that as like that's not bad on either side. That's it's acceptable losses. 33 seconds here on Perks going down. SKT is going to run it right down. 5 members going to go for the trading 2 inhibitors. This is just from 1 kill. They made this decision. They left the bottom wave and they decided that they were going to come and pick this up. Already with the single inhibitor down. Double ult started by Orin. Damage following up. Both teams very careful. G2 not wanting to engage on that. It is a 4-on-5. SKT does have the triple ocean. They know they can heal up from this. They're just going to back right out. Clid's in a lot of trouble here. Going to go ahead and Hourglass. This isn't a numbers advantage for SKT. First kill down onto Clid. Now it's 4-on-4. Perks is going to try to come up and clean up. Faker really needs to get out of there, but he's not going to be given a chance. G2's got a chance to win this. Teddy here on the back line, not able to do too much. But SKT, it's a 2-on-3, being able to finish it off. It's just Khan left. It's only him. It looks like it's triple kill going over to Perks. Does he get the Quadra? He's picking up the Quadra, and that's it. Caps is going to be pushing it through. This is the end. This is G2 going through to the finals. This is going to be a 3-1 over SKT. We're going to have a Fun Plus. G2, China versus Europe, East versus West. SKT goes down. Faker cannot believe it. Even the Great Mata getting subbed in here. Wasn't enough. G2 got 5 seconds left. That's all that she wrote. History being made. G2 overtaking SKT in the finals. What a hard series to pick, too. I gotta admit, I thought it was a little bit SKT favored. You know, this is what makes League of Legends so amazing. This is what this team was built for. This is what Perk switched from being the second best mid laner in Europe, switched to being 80 carry just to let the best mid laner, Caps, be on the same team as him and be in his best role. This is why they made this decision. This is what this team was built for. Here they go. Europe in the finals. The emotion on the owners' faces. They know what this means. Just a real team performance. No real standout. Nothing that you would be like, wow, like this one player really hard carried. No. Just playing really solid as a team, giving up the dragons, keeping the gold close, getting the team fight wins when it mattered. Well, that's the end of the game. It's all the end of the semifinals. Fun Plus versus G2. I'll be there. Are you going to be there? Of course you're going to be there. What a hype final. There's going to be a new world champion this year. That is guaranteed. And it's anyone's guess. We're going to have a week for the pundits to be talking about this. A week of hype. Dare we hope? We're going to have to find out. Exel, 2019 World Championship semifinals. G2 wins Game 4 in a nail-biter. Once again, just like Game 3, real close series, but they're coming up on top, knocking down the Nexus when it matters, holding it together, showing that they can go macro to macro with the Koreans, with the Chinese, and here they are in the finals. 2019, what a year. Exel, it's an honor.